Welcome back to another video, and today I'm explaining or I'm talking about Minato, Sage Mode Minato. Of course, one of the shorts I posted in a different platform was talking about how Sage Mode Minato is not a walking plot hole to the plot. Now, I can give you in a sort of sense, it makes sense because of the lineage and teacher tree. Jiraiya learned Sage Mode. He didn't master it, but he learned Sage Mode. Then, of course, he taught Minato, and Minato has a toad summoning, so it makes sense for Minato to learn Sage Mode. And then, in turn, Naruto was to learn Sage Mode, inevitably surpassing those three, surpassing the other two at the Sage Mode level. The issue is, even though Minato says he is not very good at learning Sage Mode, you have to express the difficulty of how it is to learn Sage Mode. Jiraiya, without Ma and Pa, is unable to balance the Sage Mode energy at all because he takes in too much, leading to his toad-like appearance, and Ma and Pa has to overturn that and balance him out so he inevitably doesn't turn into a frog in the middle of a fight. Whereas Minato collectively gathers it in two. He blinked and he got it. That means Hashirama, Naruto, other than, well, he's the only other sage we see. So Naruto, who has to use a clone, maybe two clones, to able to garner Sage Mode energy and to help him balance it at the same time, is nowhere close to how Sage Mode Minato was. Now, of course, he may say, oh, snap. Minato, his Sage Mode thing dissipates as much as he collects it. It is still extremely difficult to collect nature energy, then to put it into balance within yourself so you don't exceed it or underutilize it, making it a non-factor. So Minato and Hashirama are the only two that we have seen in the entire series. To use to get into Sage Mode without additional help from an outside source. That is incredible, and it's a plot hole because Obito, even though he lost against Minato as badly as it showed, if Minato were to have Sage Mode active during the birth of his own child, he was going to be able to sense Obito coming, to sense how close he was, to sense that his guards outside was getting murked left and right, meaning he would have put belt to behind. I don't want the video getting demonetized. To Obito, even though he wasn't on Minato's level, Sage Mode Minato should have separated it even further. And of course, we still didn't see Minato in that little one shot that we got from Kishimoto. I wish we did, to give Sage Mode Minato some feats on and better explanation on why he doesn't use it. And it's mostly Minato getting Sage Mode is more of a shoo-in to show more of what he could do and what he could have done in the years he was alive. They killed the man. And of course, Naruto's first fight with Sage Mode was against Pain. Jiraiya's Sage Mode that we see is against Pain also. So in what sense did Minato learn perfectly Sage Mode and said, nah, I'm straight, I don't really want to use it, even though he says I am not good in when he says I am not good in combat with it? There is no context around that situation. He doesn't have a prior battle to it. We don't see him train at Mount Miyamoto. We don't ever see the Toads talk about how good Minato was at the Sage Mode. So it's a plot hole in a sense of Sage Mode Minato is one of the strongest characters in the series, even though Minato is alive. He would have whooped Obito, saved Kushina, not having the Nine Tails released at all, and inevitably killed Obito in their first interaction together. Of course, he could have killed Obito anyway. He was more focused on saving the village rather than capturing or killing Obito, and of course saving his wife at the same time. So it's quite different, right, where his responsibilities were. But if he had the access to it, he should have used it to sense Obito, or sense how, because he knows his wife's situation was as dangerous as it came. So Sage, that's why it's a plot hole, because Sage Mode Minato would have sensed Obito like that, because Sage Mode Minato himself is a league above Obito in that little scenario. So he would have sensed Obito. He would have fought Obito. He would have teleported Kushina and the baby away and Naruto away much faster than Obito would have got there. I promise you. That's why it's a plot hole, because Sage Mode allows so many more advantages that we know of, that to him not having it on seems a little disrespectful, let's think. Anyway, like, subscribe. For people saying it's not a plot hole, it's crazy to me. But yeah, that's my take. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Peace out.